Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Missouri. Alright, we got something going on today. First of all, if you recall from the previous episode, we were spraying fertilizer on field number 47 over there. Do I have anything that's kind of close? No, apparently I don't. So we were spraying the field. Apparently I didn't quite finish yet. There's just a little bit left to this field, so let's go ahead and finish that up right now. We'll get this guy going. I guess I could just do it myself. Oops. There we go. So we were working on this field right here. I'm going to turn this off or else I'll be able to... There. It'll distract me forever. So we were spraying fertilizer on this field, and we're just at the last little bit of it here. I probably just closed the game out right at the end. I thought I finished the field, but I probably walked away for a bit and just didn't get a chance to finish it up, which is probably the case. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Either that or I had a refill and I just didn't feel like playing the game anymore. Because it does take a while to get these things done, especially with such a big field here. You don't realize how fast, you don't realize how big these fields are sometimes, and then you start, spraying it, and then it takes, you know, quite a long time to do. But we should have quite a good amount of oats in the end. We've got a nice pH level there already, and we're going to have a good fertilizer level soon as well. Now, we do have a little bit of wheat, and that's about it. And we haven't really got a chance to do much else yet, because we do need the straw from this field. I should probably check, does this... was this oats? Yes, fertilizer day. I had double checked there for a second. I wasn't sure. I know sometimes what will happen is if you spray the wrong fertilizer on a field, it'll actually wither the crop, or it'll just delay its growth. Those are the two options, basically. As far as I know, at least. There may be some other things that happen, but as far as I know, it's just those two things that will happen. So it's kind of a little bit scary. Anyhow, I did. What did I do off screen? Not really. I don't think I did anything off screen, actually. I've been switching between the two maps because we're playing audio at the same time, and for whatever reason, I'm unable to have Idaho and Missouri in the same fold at the same time. So I have to switch them out. So last couple days I've been playing a little bit of Idaho, so I'm going to switch over and do a few episodes of Missouri. So I think that's the way I'm going to go about it. Just because it just seems to work out well. I don't know, this field, I'm not sure how much yield we're going to get off this. I can only assume it's going to be a lot, but I have no idea. Because I've never played in this map before. And I don't know, it has a couple random things like growth control on it that I've never messed around with growth control, so I don't know whether that'll, you know, take a long time or not, sort of thing. So we shall see. All in due time, I suppose. I wish you could turn those mirrors off. There might be a way to do it. Apparently it's not any of the buttons on the numpad, so... No, that John Deere symbol's upside down. I never noticed that. I don't think I've ever driven this thing very much. Whoops. I never really driven this thing very much, so that's probably the reason why I haven't really played it. So, I don't know. I think I just never liked the look of it. It's not bad, but it's definitely not as finished as some of the other sprayers out there. What if you can use K and M to lower the boom? No. I know, I was just thinking if you could use the same keys as you would for the front loader, I thought maybe. Because sometimes people, it's strange, sometimes what they list up in the top, in the corner up there, isn't always, you know, the only thing the tractor or combine or whatever can do, because there are some other things it's possible of doing. So sometimes you just got to fiddle around, press some buttons, and see what happens. So, like, technically, I don't think it says fold. Oh, it does say fold. Okay, there it is. So, well, that's good. At least it says that. But a lot of the time, these things aren't really mentioned, so. Alright, what do we got? 2 passes left, it looks like. There we go. Someone was saying, I forget who mentioned, but someone said you would use tram lines. I'm not exactly sure what tram lines are because I've never had much experience with them. This is what, as far as I know, I'm assuming it's just an area you follow. So you just drive in that specific area, and that's all it is. If it's more than just that, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that's all it really boils down to is just, you know, an area where you drive on, and that's it, sort of thing. So, and that's it. That's really annoying. Wonder why it's like that. I don't know why they have these booms cameras. It looks cool, I guess, but when you just want to go to this view, it's kind of annoying. I don't know, for whatever reason, when I play a lot, I tend to switch between, you know, the inside cab and then this view a lot. Just because I like looking at what's going on around it. I suppose, and I think that's the reason why, at least. So, I don't know. There may be other reasons, I suppose, but that is the main reason. Alright, let me just set this guy on his way for a second here. He just had to move that like 1 inch. Jeez. Anyways, so I brought the speed rower over here. He's just chilling out right here. So as I mentioned, I would use it on this field right back in here. Let's just sneak between the sheds here for a second. There's this field back in here where the cows are. In this lovely barn. Do you like this look of this barn? That's nice. It's funny, it looks so out of place here. So they got this nice old school barn, and then you have like all this humongous grain set up. Anyways, I guess that's where. What does it say? I suppose that's where the. Does that make silage? I wonder. Anyways, this field right here. This one right at the end here. So I could actually technically mow this right here if I wanted to. But I'm referring to, I think, this one down here. I'm pretty sure I've seen Randy, I think it's this one, maybe? Can I get in this field? So there's the water. Well, there is this area right here I could potentially mow. This is for something else. This must be for the sheep. It's interesting because every map's got a slightly different setup. So this map's got like these little areas. I guess can you walk? Oh, I can't walk through. So this is what it looks like on the inside. No sheep inside. But this is for the sheep, I guess. That's kind of interesting. Is that the egg sell point? Really? Okay. Don't have any eggs yet, but anyways, yeah, that thing over there might actually make this big silo, stave silo, I think they call it, might actually make silage. Or maybe it's just the place where you put everything for the dairy cows. I don't know. That could be the case, actually. It's funny. I'm trying to follow along what Randy's doing on his RD Allen on his Let's Play, just in case I've missed anything. 'Cause I don't know. I don't think he's been down to the horse farm yet. I can't remember if he has or not. But it's just kind of fun to see the way he's playing it, the way versus the way I'm playing. I don't think he's done any livestock or horses or anything like that on his map, but. Everyone's a little different. And I still haven't figured out what these two things over here are for. I'm really not sure. I think they're for like fertilizer and lime, but it hasn't been specified anywhere. And maybe it was, and I just walked right past it and just skipped the information. But I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like a deposit for something, because there's definitely going to be a trigger here. Yeah, see? Well, maybe there isn't. Maybe it's nothing. That's strange. Thought there was something there. I guess there isn't. Anyways, let's head back to that John Deere and see what he's up to. No. Oh, on the last pass here. Actually, he has finished up. Excellent. I do like how fast this thing goes. It's nice being able to go 70 kilometers, although I think it's slightly unrealistic. Maybe it's just me. Alright, so remember it took 2 days for this thing for actually mature, which kind of threw me off a little bit. Because normally it's just like, oh, overnight, done, boom. Now this one's not the same thing, so let's just see what happens. Do we need to do anything between this time and the next? No. Okay. So let's skip ahead a little bit because we need the straw. Black-eyed peas. We don't have any black-eyed peas. Ooh, it doesn't have the real night mod, I don't think. Alright, so it's going to take 2 days again. Okay. Can we see it growing at all? No. Should we... How did I miss this chunk right here? And it missed that chunk right there. That's strange. Just like the same chunk. Anyways, did it miss another one up here then? I wonder why I did that. There are a few weeds in the field. Doesn't look too bad yet. Yeah, this is only... There was one other clump down there. Apparently, when these are... They have like red petals on them and stuff. That's the final stage of them. As far as I've gathered. From David Oldfield, actually. Because he's been talking with Decker, which is the guy who made the soil mod. Anyways, let's go ahead. We don't have cotton either. Really? How many days is it? That was what, 2 days now? Okay, apparently the growth control's not fire coming in, so I don't know, it must not be ready to do its thing. Which is a bit strange, actually. I'm gonna have to spray for weeds soon if I'm not careful. But I can't see the whole field very easily. I don't have a runabout. Maybe I should get a runabout, but you wouldn't drive your truck through the field anyways, really? Does it have fertilizer? Let's just check. Okay, it's got fertilizer. It's got a slight alkalinity. Okay. We don't have slurry either. What the heck? How many days is it between here? Oh, there it is. Jeez, I was gonna say. I was like, what was that? I thought that was 2 days for the first one, 3 days for the second one. It looks like. So this map isn't the same map that Randy's playing on, because he actually modded the Missouri map before it actually came out in the soil mod, and I just took the used the soil mod edition one. So that's the reason why his is probably a bit different. Like this one has what they call growth control on it, so it kind of makes it so. Ooh, that's pretty nice actually. It makes it so it takes longer to grow. Oh my goodness. I don't see any weeds yet. Apparently I'm missing... I think I just set up the the width a bit wrong there, apparently. Because I was totally missing, like, you know, half a meter there. And here. Alright, so, what do I see? Everything looks good so far. I don't see too many big chunks of weeds yet. Like, could you imagine trying to look at this in real life? You really couldn't... You can't just walk through the middle of the field, really. You'd have to, like, walk around the outsides. And just go from there, basically. So what stage is this supposed to be in? Stage 3, stage 4, something like that. Alright. There, it's done. So, this is a scenario where... Oh, there's some more weeds there. I don't think there's enough weeds to spray. I really can't tell how many weeds is in this field, but they're starting, that's for sure. I feel like I should spray, but it just takes too long. I want to harvest. Let's just see how many days it is till the next cycle then. So that's 1 day. What do we got? 2 days. And I guess this will be 3 days. Good lord. That is crazy. So, by growth control, they really mean it takes a long time. So I guess in this scenario, what they're trying to do is really make you focus on other things other than just harvesting, which is kind of cool. But this is a scenario where you really, I guess, have to plant more than one field, because we only have the one field at the moment, right? We only have field 47. And because of that, we have basically just been focusing on that the whole time, and it's become very obvious in this scenario. Where the heck is field 47? It's funny, you really have to kind of like wait around undiscovered. You can't do a whole lot when you are when this growth is going through, because it takes a lot of CPU speed, I guess, or remember to compute everything. So if you want to try and do something, like right now, see how choppy it is? It's because of the growth, it's going through its cycle or whatever it does. And that's the reason why. I realize I don't have a header trailer for this at all. which is okay at the moment, but once they start going, you know, further than across the street, it's gonna become a bit of a problem. Oh goodness. Excuse me. Actually, interestingly enough, what I've kind of noticed is that one of the things I was listening to on a podcast with Peter Johnson called Cropline Update. It's for Ontario primarily, and he was saying I think you're still not ready. Holy smokes! What stage are they at then? Good lord. Now you look good and all that, but jeez. Technically you wouldn't be able to, I've been told, I've asked a couple people, you wouldn't be able to spray herbicide on oats anyways, because the oats are really, apparently they're really sensitive when you spray and stuff like that. Oh look, there's a helicopter. Can you tell me what's in the field there, guy? Jeez. Green elevator for wheat. Oh, we have like one load of wheat. It's not worth it. Not even a load. It's like, I don't know, it's like 12,000 liters and that's it. Alright, this time round, hopefully this time round is the one where it actually is ready to go. So, I guess what they would want you to do is to focus on animals, 1. 2, they also want you to grow more than one crop at the same time. So they don't want to focus just on one field. So, because it does take days, in-game days for things to be ready, they're really encouraging you to go, okay, let's put one field as this, one field as this, one field as this. Primarily because they just really want that. They really want you to mix it up, I guess. That's my guess, at least. Alright, maybe this will be the last cycle. Thank you. Jeez. That took forever. Watch it be like horrible now. Or not be able to get straw from it or something ridiculous like that. That took forever. So we went from like, what? We had like one field and it took 5, let's say a week, in-game, a week maybe. Actually, it was more than that probably. Can't believe that. Other fields now are probably just, you know, overgrown with weeds now. I imagine at least. Alright. Eventually we're going to have to start making some money on this. So far we start off with like $2 million and we've only gone down. Oh man. Which is kind of funny because I've talked to a few people and more like farmers, and that I've asked them like, what would you do if you won the lottery? And a lot of people were just saying stuff like, well, keep on farming until it runs out, which is kind of true if you think about it. Alright, finally. Alright, so multi-fruit mod is installed. What do we got? Field work, this, and it's 47 if memory serves. Header is 11.4, so let's take it down 10.9. Starting corner is the southwest, heading east. Headland, no. Generate the course. This is what happens to generate courses, especially really big ones. Alright, close this up. And drive to the first point. There we go. Nice. And we actually want the straw. Good. And we could probably slow them down just a tiny little bit. I'm going to put them at 15 kilometers. I would normally put them a bit slower, but this field's big. I only have one combine, so... Alright, let's grab this guy here. Fire him up. Because we are going to need to grab those. Open sesame. There we go. Jeez, I wasn't going to open there for a second. So we need to grab those grain carts is what I was getting at. And I think I left them just over here. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Because if you notice, that combine's going to be full really quickly. I always disliked how... here we go. I always disliked how tippy these tractors were. I really like the way they look and everything, but I always found them really tippy. Which is not cool. but I guess I drive too fast. So, c'est la vie, I suppose. Alright. Nice. Alright, so we're early in the morning, 9:30 in the morning on day, whatever it is, day 10 or something. And finally harvesting a little bit of oats. Like I said, it did take a while. So I guess that's what they meant by growth control. I probably could take that out, actually, and make it so it did it automatically. But I found when I took a mod out that I didn't want of this map pack, it didn't like it so much. Actually, Arnie, I think his name is, or at least if memory serves, he was saying there's lots of errors with the map he was playing with. So that's not good. Of course, I'm playing with the soil mod edition. Oh wow, this is going to be a lot. That's awesome. So there, see how those are red right there? That is full stage weeds apparently. So he got this far, and that's all he got. Oh, wow. So let's just set our cruise control up here, because we set him to 15 kilometers an hour. There we go. Because once this guy starts, he is going to he's just gonna fly. It's funny, you don't want to drive from the crops, but the only other way to get around it sometimes is either to back the combine out. I don't know what they do in these situations in real life. I suppose they just deal with it. They probably don't drive in the crops though. That's my guess. Alright, here we go. Excellent. Yeah, they probably don't drive in the crops, I imagine, just because, you know, that makes no sense at all. It's a little bit too fast. They probably don't drive in the crops because, you know, that would make no sense. Let's spend, you know, 4 or 5 months, you know, harvesting the sun, so to speak, and then just drive all over it. Yeah. But, ooh, let's slow down a little bit further there. Just a little bit too fast for him still. It's funny, I can't get the right... Apparently when you press, you know, 4, it's supposed to be... I think it's only with hard workers where you just automatically adjust your speed to what's the optimal speed for the combine, but I've never had much luck with that because I very rarely use hard workers, I guess. So another example of weeds. Now he should get a decreased yield there, I imagine, in that one area. It's not obvious, but he definitely would. He's filling up. Like, I'm not really emptying him very much. Like, I'm gonna have to like follow him the whole time, or else he's never gonna get anywhere. Like, you saw how far he got before I had to unload him. That gives you a pretty good indication of how much we're gonna get. So we got 20,000 liters already, so we could sell this technically, or we could. We actually need the straw. Actually, what we will do is no, I can't start baling right away because I'll run into problems. This is the problem with courseplay. So if I set this guy up to courseplay, and I do the baling myself, or I set, you know, courseplay on the baling, they're gonna run into the bales. That is the problem you're gonna run into, 100%. It may not be initially, but you'll definitely will run into it at some point. So, alright. Nice thing now is I can just basically follow this line, and this is usually the perfect, I don't know, you'd say distance from the combine, I guess. At least that's what I've discovered. It seems like when you are, it's a little bit too fast there. It just seems like, you know, when you follow the windrow of the combine that was just in, it seems like it's the best distance from it. At least in my experience. I don't know, because I guess you really wouldn't want to drive on the windrow if you didn't have to. So I guess this is a way of quote-unquote straddling the windrow, I suppose. So, I don't know. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna get quite a big yield out of this. So we got, I don't know, is it gonna say the pH? So it's dropped, the pH has dropped slightly. And I think, I don't know what will happen though, but I think if you put the chopped straw on, I think if you take that straw off, or if you cultivate it in, you will decrease the pH. So I'm going to do, there we go. I'm going to just set it up so we do a few passes with a straw, dropping the straw in a windrow like that. And then I'm going to change it up so it is chop straw, because I kind of want to see what that looks like. Assuming it works with oats, of course. I don't know why it wouldn't, but it's entirely possible that it wouldn't work for whatever reason, right? Alright, I gotta remember, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I can never remember where the entrance, or what entrance I should go in on this map. This yard. I do like the yard, though, for the most part. Lots of storage area, which is nice. I'm not sure why the fuel is in the back here like this, but I won't question it too much. And I don't understand why there's two exactly the same right there. I guess because one of them could fill up. So let's just try this. Can I actually drive and drop off stuff here? I'm assuming I can't, but maybe I can. No. I don't know what those are for then. Because right now they're kind of useless to me. So let's drop off the grain here. I wonder if I can do it both at the same time on this map. Probably could. No, it's only doing the back one actually. Huh, it's a bit strange. I thought I'd be able to do both at the same time. Alright, so he's full again, so yeah. You go away for 2 seconds and it's full. Yeah. Anyways, what I'll do, I think I'll stop the episode there for the time being. We'll come back next episode and continue harvesting along. And maybe what we'll do is we'll have, I'll switch it up a little bit and I'll drive the truck maybe or something. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's for today, folks. That's it for today, folks. My name's Iain. Robson has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Missouri. Catch you guys later.